I was tired of everything. I was planning to even end my life because of this gambling addiction. There was no way I could go home. In fact, my dad already came to collect the key of the Mara from me so that he can return the Mara. When I was sleeping on the street, then when it's morning like that, anywhere I sleep, I wake up as soon as 6:30, 7 o'clock and start roaming about. So on the 7th day, my plan was that I would just move to Okeafa. If you know Okeafa at Isolo there, there's a bridge there. My plan was that I would just jump into the canal that night. Maybe in the afternoon I can just jump and just end my life once and for all.
Sup guys, we are in the new edition of our content in this new year to you guys, and we have our follower, one of our followers that reached out to us, one of our friends, one of our supporter that reached out to us that we have a story to tell us and to tell you guys too, so that you guys can learn from a mistake and for you to learn more and to see more. Yeah. How you doing now, bro?
Doing well.
What's the name now?
Yeah, the name is Mike. Mike, aka MC Konami.
How was 2023 look for you?
Okay. 2023. Actually, 2023. I had my eyes, like I had my highest points and I had my lowest too, because at the time in 2023 I was psychologically down because I indulged myself in gambling. Actually, I was an addict of gambling. In fact, when birth came, they gave us this baby. That's Vashwa. I'm sure everyone knows it.
Yes.
So it's like the baby. They gave me this baby like I should just hold. It was my baby. I was playing it back to back. I was looking for all means to get this money, and at the end of the day, I lost so many jobs. I lost different jobs opportunity. I once worked with a church. I lost the job because of this gambling. I worked for another church. I lost the same job again because of gambling. So for some time I stopped because I was ashamed of myself and I focused on my career. But still, there was this relapse. The love of money will always set in.
Sure.
Because guys, when I go to parties and I see guys, I see my guys doing Yahoo. And actually, I as a graphic designer, Yahoo boys will come. I was working for some guys. They were Yahoo guys, and they were earning. They were buying motos. They were buying. So it was like they were like intimidating me. Okay, well, boy, you have this talent. Why can't you start this Yahoo and start doing? In fact, I tried Yahoo, but at the end of the day, I just knew this content creating, like it's something that will pave way for me. And since then I've been doing it. I had this relapse after I've been gambling for some years. I stopped, and people thought it was over because when it happened and it disgraced me. It disgraced me at a point. For 7 days, I ran away from home. For 7 days, I was sleeping on the streets. I went to a gambling shop. What really happened was that I had a Mara. I was driving a Mara then, a Keke Napep then. They gave me the Mara, so I'm going to deliver money. When they gave me this Mara, I started paying. That time I was not even gambling. I stopped gambling for a while. But the love of money kept calling in, and I said, okay, let me do this. Somebody told me about one sure hold. Then I did that sure hold and it paved way for me. And before I know, I was back to gambling. Someone just told me, guy, go play this game if you come. And the game actually came. But I needed more. I remember that, okay, last 2 years, I collected maybe $1 million from my hand. So I said, no, since they just gave me 6,000, I can still get, it is time to recover what I lost then. And I started playing. And before I know, I was back into square one. And when soccer, this thing was not this thing, I said, okay, I will just go and I'll do baby. That's visual. I said I would do visual, and I lost the Keke Napep because I could not deliver money. The money I was supposed to deliver 20K.
Okay, you normally deliver the money to someone?
Yes, to someone. Yes, to someone, and it was actually a church member.
Okay.
That my dad was his pastor. The man just newly came to the church at that time.
Okay.
So the church member gave my dad this. He gave my dad this Mara, this opportunity that there is a Mara. And my dad said, okay, are you going to do this? since I'm a graphic designer too as well too. So my dad was saying that I was not bringing money at home, like I was not getting those jobs frequently at that moment. So I started the Marwa job, and when my dad wanted to do his own, it was at that time, he collected everything on me, because when I wanted to pay the money and I could not pay, I ended up, like I had like 5k with me and I was to deliver 20k. I ended up going to that shop to go and multiply the money then. And when I saw that there was no money, and the Marwa, in fact the Marwa was not even going to start. The Marwa that I drove to the place where I played the game, I went back to the Marwa was not going to start. I had to go and park the Marwa in a police station. I parked the Marwa in a police station. Then I said I was not going to go home again, because my parents, they were already tired of this gambling that has disgraced me severally. And I myself, I was ashamed of myself. I could not go home anymore. So I was sleeping in a bed shop. I would sleep in a bed shop. I would sleep in an open space, in a field. I would sleep in shops. So I was sleeping in those places for days. I was depressed. I was tired of everything. I was planning to even end my life because of this gambling addiction. There was no way I could go home. In fact, my dad already came to collect the key of the Marwa from me so that he can return the Marwa. When I was sleeping on the street, then when it's morning like that, anywhere I sleep, I wake up as soon as 6:30, 7 o'clock, and start roaming about till maybe 9 o'clock when the shop will open back. Then I'll move back in the shop again and stay till night. So that was the way I was doing it then. So on the 7th day, my plan was that I would just move to Okeafa. If you know Okeafa at Isolo there's a bridge there. My plan was that I would just jump into the canal that night. Maybe in the afternoon I can just jump and just end my life once and for all. So I trekked from Ikotu. I trekked down to Jakonde. So I saw a bed shop. I went inside and I sat down. I was watching. They were playing the same baby in that shop too, and they were watching DSTV. You know, one thing about these bed things is that they give people opportunity to charge their phone for free. They give them DSTV to watch, so that with that way they can engage you. With that way, when you sit down, you are charging your phone. Before you know, you look at the bed shop, you start betting with them. So that's the strategy most of them use. They put a DSTV shop, they put a charging space for you, that you guys can always come in there. Okay, a regretting moment in life were the times I wasted. The time I wasted doing this gambling. I know I had to pass through those processes for a reason.
What is the most regrettable decision you've taken in life?
I would take hurting my parents with this same addiction.
What is the word of advice you give people that normally being addicted to drug, gambling, for some other stuff that is very bad in life? What is the word of advice you're going to give them?
Okay, the word of advice I will give everyone watching me right now is know when to stop. Know when to stop. Know when to stop. There is a point in everything you do that you begin to know that you are being addicted to this thing. It is not an addiction. Even when people play Call of Duty, when you play all these games, at the time you get to know that I have become addicted to this thing.
You know when to stop.
Know when to stop.
How do you come across us?
I saw your content. I think it came on my feed. I saw your content and actually saw the content I saw was the lady, the pregnant lady. The lady that barbed her hair. So I was looking at the area. I was actually looking at the area. And I was like, I know this area. My God believed in the content. And because it was very, very educative, and I believe the content has changed someone's life out there too as well. That was why I actually saw your TikTok and we got talking. And I said, okay, it's time. I spoke so that someone too can get touched through my story.
Thanks for your time and your concern and your support. I really appreciate you.